know that I am driving, but I always have time to like talk and do videos and things like that while I'm driving. So I figured when I did that, I would just go ahead and do videos on some questions that I frequently get. And one question I've gotten a lot here lately is around fat burners and thermogenics and things like that. So here's the thing with fat burners and thermogenics. Like, they don't necessarily burn fat. Like, that's not the case. All they do is help with appetite suppressant. So what it's going to do is it's going to pump you full of stimulants and caffeine. Well, caffeine is a stimulant, but it's going to pump you full of a bunch of different stimulants like green tea extract and ginkgo biloba, ginseng, blah, 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 caffeine. And that's going to help suppress your appetite so you won't get hungry as often. Here's the problem around this. It's only going to work for a short amount of time before you have to start taking more, because your body's going to adapt and get used to it, because our bodies are just amazing like that. They adapt to whatever it is that we are doing. So you may start off with one fat burner a day and feel great for like 2 or 3 weeks. Then all of a sudden you're going to find that you are getting hungry again. So you're going to end up going to 2 fat burners a day. That's going to keep you stable for maybe another week or two. Probably just a week, because again, your body adapts very quickly. So once it's adapted to the stimulants already, when you put more in there, it's going to adapt even quicker because it's used to that stimulant now. So then you're going to end up having to switch to either 3 or a stronger fat burner or thermogenic. So, you know, it's a temporary fix. So these are not things that you can take all the time and expect them to work. They don't actually burn fat. All they do is help suppress your appetite so you don't get hungry as often, so you're less likely to eat a bunch of crap. Also, you know, for people who do competitions, you know, it's great because we're usually in a calorie deficit. So that means lower energy, all this kind of stuff, and it can help, because it's got stimulants in it, help give you more energy and still suppress your appetite. But again, it's only going to work for so long before you have to start doing more, taking different brands, all that kind of stuff. Also, word of advice, if you are really, really sensitive to stimulants, you know, they may not be for you, because here's the thing. I am super sensitive to pre-workouts and fat burners that have a lot of stimulants in them. So usually when I go on competition prep, I will take a thermogenic, fat burner, whatever, and for the first week that I take it, I feel absolutely terrible. I mean, I feel nauseous, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but usually after I can get over that 5-day mark, my body has adjusted by then and I don't feel sick anymore. But when I'm not on competition prep, I come off of all of that. So the only like stimulant that I have per se is coffee, and that's pretty much it. I don't take pre-workouts. Pre-workouts make me sick as well, and I'll tell you the reasoning why I became so sensitive to stimulants. And that was because back in 2012, when I first started competing and stuff, I was taking so many stimulants and pre-workouts. Like, I was taking 2 different kinds of fat burners. I was mixing pre-workouts. Like, I was super addicted. Or I wouldn't say addicted per se. I would say my body had adjusted or had adapted to all the stimulants I was taking, that I needed more to even fill the pre-workout. So I decided to come off of everything. So for 11 months, I didn't drink coffee. I didn't take any thermogenics. I didn't do a pre-workout. All I did was eat and train. And that following year in 2013, when I went to start competition prep, I took a pre-workout. It made me sick. I mean, sick. Like, I was in the bathroom throwing up. Later on, I took a Thermogenic, and for the first week, I felt absolutely horrible. So ever since then, I have been really sensitive to any type of stimulant except for coffee. So, you know, you have to be aware that the more you do stuff, the more your body's going to adjust to it, and to even feel anything from it, you're going to end up having to do more and more. So that's why I tell my clients, you know, don't take a pre-workout every time you work out. Or if you're going to take a pre-workout, you know, take a pre-workout for 2 weeks and then don't take a pre-workout for a week and then go back on it, because your body just adjusts to everything that you do. So anyway, back on the topic of fat burners, they don't actually burn fat. I have so many people that message me and are like, what about this or what about this? The same thing goes for those stupid detox teas and those dumb wraps. Like, you're not going to lose fat from that. Detox teas and wraps are only going to dehydrate you, and you're only going to lose water. So the minute you drink a bottle of water, guess what? Whatever weight you lost, you just gained back. Fat burners don't actually burn fat. They suppress your appetite. Your body doesn't burn fat anyway. All it does is shrink fat cells. So your fat cells either expand or they shrink. Okay? So that is like my take and some information for you guys around Thermogenics and what they do and what they're used for. So they're not used for actually getting rid of any fat. All it is helping to suppress your appetite so you can stay in a calorie deficit, which means you're going to lose weight. So anyway, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Send me a message. You know, I'm more than happy to answer questions and things like that within reason, as long as it doesn't cross like any sort of boundary with like my paying clients. So if I can answer questions around supplements or training or nutrition or anything like that, please message me. I'm more than happy to help. That is what I'm here for. I have a lot of knowledge behind this, and I just want to share it with you guys so you can live longer, happier, healthy lives. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Saturday.